Here for the grind, baby. I get this highway in before this walk. Oof, it ain't high quality H2O, but it'll do. Yeah. Now, gotta go across here, get this walk on, you know, give me a little hot tea in there real quick. You know, Miss T might be going live, so I gotta get my little walk in. Got my camera off, so doing some things around, company stuff. I'm like, bro, I can tell you I drive, but I can't tell you where I work. It's confidential, you know. Everything I haul in that truck is kind of G14 classified. What's going on, y'all? So try to say the least, keep some of that stuff out. You know, leaking to the everybody else. But Wanda, what's going on? How you doing? Four Corners, man, what's going on? I'm gonna have to hit you on the other line, man. Check you out sometime, man, because I ain't heard from you in a minute. Seen you was posting videos back to back. I just slowed up on everybody, man. Still gotta do business with you too, man. Still gotta do business with you. I got some new stuff I'm working on, so try to hit you on that. Shout out to everybody coming in the building. You know, finna do it here for the grind. You be out here walking, already sweating. Got my shirt right here, so I get ready to change my shirt. Okay, shaking on my truck. Oh, old red right there. That's my truck right there. Old red. But yeah, we here. Not gonna be long winded. Not gonna be here for a long time. But got some things we gotta talk about. Get some stuff off the chest. um, see, I'm already sweating. But some of these people out here, man, I can understand why people cross over to the dark side. I mean, literally, like too much going on. It just rained, so that's why it's extra humid out here. As soon as I jumped out the truck, I started sweating. I need to walk back around there, and I think I should have got my rag out my truck, wipe my sweat. But then need to go start my truck so the AC be running when I get in there. Yeah, but I mean the crazy part, I see why people the way they is sometimes. You know, it ain't right, but I can understand. So that's why I give reverence to both sides with these gender topics. Had a discussion with a lady on the channel, and it was a back and forth for no reason, and to a degree, I mean, honestly speaking, I think this lady just, really not fooling and dealing with me, and you know, what's going on, conscious, and everybody, y'all got renters over here, man. Check out each other's channels. I keep forgetting to say that. That's what the renters are for, Check out the people channels so you won't have no problem, trying to go find the channel. That's one of my biggest things. I try to look for channels if your name's spelled a certain way, it's not picking up in the search, or if um, you have a lot of people with that same name, you know, I had a dude named Charles something, met Charles C or whatever. I had a woman looked up her channel, what was it, Crystal something? It's a whole bunch of Crystal channels. So basically, that's what the wrenches are for. Y'all can go check out each other's channels. Nobody's blocking you in the chat. You speak your piece. When it gets to a degree, like I said, me and this lady had a back and forth, and it was just her dislike towards me. And for a lot of people that know me on YouTube and offline too, like it got to take you a lot for you really not to like me. Frugal Mama, what's going on? Yeah, I'm getting my workout in right now. Now, I was driving. I was looking at you this morning, Frugal Mama. Yeah, I gotta also get that lady channel, Crystal. Yeah, 'cause I want to go check out that video with her and her mom. You know, like I said, like dealing with older people. You know, they bring knowledge, joy, that wisdom from past time. But say the least, you know, me and the lady had a little back and forth because of her views on certain people on YouTube she don't like, and because I watch them, and you know what I always say, just because you don't like them, that don't give me a reason not to mess with them. Like I gotta pick a side or something. I gotta choose you over them. You know, for one, you're not family. Two, you're not really friends that close. And to a degree, even with my friends, no. I got two friends that was beefing and arguing. I still talk to both of them. Like, hey, that's y'all problem, not mine. I mean, I just won't talk to you about them. But other than that, hey, if you don't want to talk to me, oh well, you know, cool. That's that's what you want to do. If I have to pick a side, I'm gonna pick the opposite side. Cause for one, you're not telling me what to do. I'm grown. Yeah, so I'm grown. I'm not doing that. And what's going on, Queenie? You snuck in there. I ain't see you right there. I'm walking and talking and looking up anyway. I need to get my little stick out. I got a little stick, and I keep forgetting I got that thing to go around my neck too. So I can use both of my hands. But when it comes down to it, though, like I said, th- this person just it's this lady. We just having issues, and it's all misunderstanding to a degree most of the time because I had an issue the other day, and we was talking about life insurance, and I was basically just coming to the agreement with her, stating that most guys are talking junk online and don't have life insurance. And if you say you're the protector and the provider and all that of the family, and you fool around and you make the money, pay majority of the bills, and something happens, then you kind of leave your family stuck out there. And that's what I was talking about. Okay, I'll look in your community tab for it. But when it comes down to it, that was the main issue. And she took it as if I was saying that if a man dies, a woman is gonna be not well off. She's gonna have issues. She's gonna have problems in life. And you know, I'm looking at it as I never said that. I was just talking from the man's standpoint that he need to get himself together. Like, where's all this coming from? Like putting words in my mouth. And it's more of a big fight, and I tend to try to stay away from them arguments and stuff like that because most people on YouTube, I know promotion. I used to do it. You know, beef is always relevant. Because you have to tune in with one person say, you got to tune in with the other person say. For one, uh, Kevin was good at that because Kevin, for one, he never was big on beefing with people because he didn't know how to, throw down with the throwdown for one, and then for two, he if he didn't, push the argument, then there'll be nothing for that other person to respond to. They'll just keep making beefs and to make them look bad as if they're going after him, for no reason. So it was good. He kind of just let a lot of that stuff die down. And then, you know, I try to be all positive on my channel, try to set the tone far as financially wise. That's why I put that post up there. It's about trading. Um, I was on Lash's Journey channel and we were having our discussion, talking too about the issues with people not learning how to, take on stocks and stuff like that. Learning how to look up ETFs because she looks at stocks more or less like gambling. You sit here, you buy a stock, all you're doing is keep buying these stocks. You're gambling and rolling the dice, especially on day trading. Day trading is hard. I'm like, if you're not at that computer, you can. I know a dude. He was 50,000 in the green, and less than I think 15 minutes, He was what did he say he lost? He lost 30,000 in 15 minutes. GG, what's going on? I gotta start going back and like I say, go back through my subs and start looking at the bell because I'm not getting a lot of channels. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's really bad. Like a lot of people been looking for. This is one lady channel. I actually started watching her channel with the savings. I think it's Save with Me, and can't find her channel. My other channel I used to have, I had one lady on there. It was so crazy. So just randomly looking at videos like I normally do, and seeing she was talking about ancestry and stuff like that. So I go on the channel. I say, yeah, my family's from this place. She's like, I got family from over in that area too. So she's like, if you don't mind, give me one of your people name. So I ended up giving her my grandma name. She pulled up my grandma, my granny, all my uncles and stuff from that side, and showed on the census in like the 19, what was it? I think it was like 1940s or something like that. I think like 1940, because yeah, around 1940, because my grandma was about two, and it showed my grandma was 2 years old, staying with my great great granddaddy, and her I think it was three. My granny had three sisters, two brothers, I believe, and then had nieces and nephews. That's I think it's like eight of them. Since it's counted, eight of them in the house, and I think four kids. And I was like, wow, man, you talking about somebody so happy when I seen that. Man, I said that to all my family. I was like, man, look at this. I mean, talking about like history. I had a cousin, he passed. Alvin was, I'm talking about phenomenal. He had Asperger's. But far as like history, he'll sit there, read the encyclopedia. Like I told his mom, don't throw them away because I might get them and keep them. Just have them as collection. They might be worth something, but then again, like that old knowledge, because the whole Mandela effect where they change stuff up all the time, like it's right there. You can't say that it didn't happen because most of the time, I swear, like the whole thing with the Mandela effect, they said Curious George never had a tail. I done seen Curious George hang from a tree one time with no hands. So how did he do it? The Mandela effect. Uh, I think the song "We Are the Champions." It was a line at the end. They said it wasn't in there. I was like, man, it's just one thing after another that we always thought stuff was, and now it's not. I mean, it's just crazy to me though. But yeah, getting into it, Lonzo, what's going on? But getting into it though, like I said, that issue with that lady, it's always a bump in the heads because, like I said, if I don't like who you're watching, I mean, understanding there's a lot of things brewing with those guys in the ministry, and like I said, I don't even discredit myself from being a part of those guys because you got to look at this. I've been over there in the ministry talking with those guys, dealing with those guys, listening to their stories, and I always tell people, and a lot of guys. So the funny part is, a lot of guys came in the ministry through women. There are some men that just found it naturally just by looking or just bumping into people. But the funny part is, a lot of them found the women. I mean, a lot of them found the ministry through women. Erica Williams. I think another guy I talked to, I ain't gonna really say his name like that, but he said another woman he was actually talking to told him about the ministry. She's like, it's a group of guys that, they discuss things about women, but at the same time, though, some of the stuff be spot on. She said some of the stuff be a stretch, but majority of the stuff is spot on. Now, this is a woman talking like Erica Williams, I always promote her channel. Good channel. Erica with a K, ERICKA. Erica Williams. I think if you type in the classy climb, Tanika Davis. Like I said, we meet again. Uh, but if you type in the classic climb, you'll always her channel pulls up. She gives a lot of information. Have a lot of people, come on her channel. So I'm gonna check that. April Showers, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, to a degree, you agree with certain things, you disagree with certain things, but at the same time, the problem what I have with most people, like even with Kevin Samuels, I never fully agree with everything that the guy said. Honestly, I always talked about that high value thing as being a dagger in the man's back. Because for one, you tell guys don't lead with a wallet, but then you tell them to go be a high value man so they can get the woman. Essentially, what being a high value man is, you using your money to kind of guide yourself into a relationship or a better life, whichever you prefer to make it sound good. But I'm like, nah. And so that's a lot of times people are dealing with that, you know, and say the least, you know, like I said, I was like, man, it's good that he's telling guys to get their money up. But then again, it's bad because majority of these men, like the funds, is not there. So I understand when you have somebody like a MOT, uh, AM1 talking about getting your finances together. AM1 does graphics. This guy been dealing with computers, graphic design, taking pictures, all this stuff, years. You know, so he knows the look that a person should have. When he goes and look at your channel, he can look at your channel and tell you like, this is not going to attract people by doing this on your channel. He critiques so many people by looking at their channel, give his view on the channel. Like, you can attract these type of people, but these type of people won't come because of your persona, what you represent on your channel. A lot of people say, well, I want my numbers to grow. Are you in a room with people that want to listen to your content, or are you just in a room where people just want to be entertained? And if you're an entertaining channel, you got to entertain to their likeness. So you're changing yourself for your viewers, not bringing the viewers to like your content that's organic that you produce. So that's the thing. you know um MOT, cool dude, truck driver. I kind of have my opinions about him sometime, but he's a truck driver. Talks about finance, getting the do better piece for people, to men, to get their lives in a different direction. A lot of times we don't have these conversations. That's why I changed my whole channel around. I did have at one point issues a lot of time with certain things, but like I said, it wasn't all me. I would only point out the destructive things in which the men and women they do. Now, if I'm saying all women are bad, no. Am I saying all women are good? No. I say that about men. I'm 50-50 on this. There's a lot of bad men out here doing wrong, playing games, but then majority of the time, just like the women, you had that woman or that man that came into either of those of their lives, put them on a path of destruction. Like honestly, Alonzo, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, like, having it back and forth with somebody like that, then I can understand why most of these guys in the ministry act like that. Like, you literally coming at me from the, okay, if there was an issue with me and you honestly just don't like me, it's best for you just to not talk to me, say that to me. That's like most of the time I try to talk to everybody if I'm not driving, or I see you say hey to me, I say hey to you, or I just say hello to everybody because I'm driving, because I don't want to text and drive. But at the same time, I did not say hello to this person in the chat. Say hello to everybody in the chat but that lady, because I ain't want no smoke. I already know me and her don't talk like that. But the issue came into play is when we were having a general conversation about certain topics. She was speaking on the stuff that I'm saying, and then I would say something like, when she said all these guys are this way, All the guys are not. You know, you generalizing now, and that's the main thing I have a problem with. Other than that, I mean, just saying most of these guys are acting like this. Most of these guys are doing like that. I mean, cause you put people like me that's over there talking to them guys, and like I always say, you know, I'm married. I always be over there, and I tell people point blank. A lot of those guys don't realize it, but I told them, I said, man, when it come down to it, why is this married guy over here talking with these guys? Because I'm letting them see out of all this stuff, I don't have to, you know, butt in the conversation, tell all those guys they wrong, they looking crazy, they looking bad. The main thing that they see when they see me in the chat talking with them, and they start seeing a man who's married, the show, game show. Oh, hold it. Oh, is that Prince? No, that ain't Prince. That's somebody else. Hold on, is it Prince? Prince, that's you. But yeah. So a lot of times I don't have to say, "Hey man, I'm married. Y'all wrong for what y'all talking about with all these women." No, when they have a topic, I give my 2 cents, and I throw in that I've been married for this long. I throw in that I found my wife like this. I throw in that this and this is going on. Even when the women have these crazy topics, and I jump online and I tell them the same thing. I've been in my relationship for this long. Me and my wife met like this. A lot of women be like, "Oh, that's nice." Then the other ones who just always out here with the chops, the blade out. Okay, that's what it is. Man, every time I try to look for his, I don't know if you changed your name or I don't know what it is, but dude, I had you set so many times, Pierre. Like I like your game. You know, I'm not gonna say I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, that's my wife have our morning talk. Yeah, but I ain't gonna say I don't like the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm over there. I listen to you talk about the Cowboys, man. I hear the things, man, because I support your channel, and I be laughing when you be going in, because you go in on your own team. Now I don't see too many people do that. When you talk about the coaches all the way down to the players, that this Joker Ben need to be traded. I be over there dying laughing. I say, well, it's kind of a little hate in there too, so I'm gonna stick around for that. But yeah, man, we having a good time. But yeah, hey, the real is the real, Prince. A lot of people can't accept. That's my thing. Like I said, I don't really try to promote my channel too much. I let it be organic. If you want to come, you come. If you don't, I mean, a lot of the real talks are not for everybody. A lot of times when I look at the documentaries, I was looking at a documentary about a pink cocaine over in Brazil, and I forgot where else, but it was more South America. Pink cocaine they got over there, and a lot of times, they have these talks. Vice, I kind of getting away from a lot of Vice stuff because there's a lot of bias with the gender topics, but as far as their stuff on drugs, money laundering, all these different little stuff, they be spot on. You know, the documentary they did, excuse me, I talked about it. I need to get off. I'm over my time. I talked about it with the black farmers, how they sit there and let most of the black farmers die off, and then they paid reparations for the farming because the government did it on purpose. They took a lot of people land. The banks were defaulting on loans so they could steal land. One dude, he was like fourth generation sugarcane in Mississippi. Sit there, took that guy's land. The bank gave him the loan for the crop late. So they knew if you have your money get late, if you get your money late for your cropping, then you start setting your harvest late. I mean, after harvest late. So you set your seeds out late, you try to grow late. Then when it's time for harvest and the companies want to buy the sugarcane, They buying it late so they can decline up to so much sugarcane because they already bought from their competitors. So this guy ended up talking about literally that's how you live, rob Peter to pay Paul. You sit here, get money from this person, get this money, try to flip it, then pay them back, and was doing it so long. I mean, even with that family having that property for, I think that guy said close to 100 years, probably more than 100 years. But the thing of it was, like fourth generation, so yeah, it had to be more than 100 years. But the thing of it was, like, that's all they did was sugarcane in Mississippi, and end up his generation losing the property. His son never sugarcane. He have little small amounts out there, but he'll never be the same. Yeah, that's what I try to do. Let it grow organically because the thing of it is, these are the people that are gonna always be around. You know, every time I go live, there's a lot of people. I'm either on panels or something like that. I can't watch their channel, but if I'm not on there and I'm watching another panel, I go watch theirs and I come back to that one, or I try to skip around and everybody give a little 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, and then just keep it moving. Because this thing as a content creator, you want people to watch your videos, but me knowing as well, I know everybody can't be everywhere at one time, and sometimes, even with me doing it in the morning, it's gonna be a hit for a lot of people. So I just do what I can. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here because I kind of went over my walk a little bit, and it's almost 30 minutes. But got to get out of here. I was waiting on one of my friends as well, trying to make this little extra money on the side. I'm always about this side hustle, side pay. Legal money though, legal money. But yeah, got to go in here. I got my deodorant in the truck. Walk over here and grab it. And change my shirt out. Get ready for my day. But shout out to everybody that come through. Like I said, just small little quick talk about little various things that's going on. You know, shout out to Kane the guy when he say be safe in these YT streets. You know, watch yourself. All right, man. Hey, hold on, Prince. Making sure you got a wrench. Like I said, I try to have everybody get a wrench over here so you start going to people channel, subbing to their channels and stuff like that. And a lot of times, even with the people, I got a dude right now, I don't really talk to him no more. Like this dude just like wild out on me for no reason. But even at the end of that, I even I just un I just un I just put out his notification. Like just dropped his notification to do not show me. But of course he's on other people panels and stuff. I see him. I'm cordial. I talk to people, but I ain't got to deal with you. So he wild out on me. So I just don't even fool with him anymore. I think I'm gonna do this with this young lady as well. Just don't even deal with it no more. I seen a notification pop up on my phone the other day while I was driving. I didn't get a chance to drop it down, but I'm gonna do that. But like I said, everybody got wrenches over here. You're able to go to people channels, check their channels out, uh, sub to people channels if you like content. Go ahead and see a couple of videos. Get a feel for yourself. You know, like I said, it's organic. If you start looking at the panels and you like it, you're good. But shout out to y'all. I gotta go over here to my morning show. with Miss T with the T, and go get my representation over there. So shout out to everybody. You know what I always say? We here and we gone.